Okay, yeah, in this video, I want to show you how to fit a shared parameter model for missing not a random dropout missing data in R. So if you work with longitudinal data with missing values, you know, missing not a random missing data is a difficult issue to deal with. So shared parameter models are one way to handle potentially missing not a random data. So before I show you the R codes, let me just discuss a few key points about shared parameter model and MNAR. So shared parameter models, they're joint models. In each shared parameter model, you have a longitudinal outcomes model, such as a linear mixed effects model, and a dropout process model, such as the survival model. Okay? And the two models share subject random effects, between the two processes. And it can detect not missing at random when random effects significantly predict dropout. I'll show you what that means later. Okay. Shared parameter models can correct bias when missingness depends on unobserved trajectories, and it requires monotone missingness, not intermittent missingness. Unfortunately, for intermittent missingness, it's still an open problem. Again, significant random dropout link confirms not missing at random, and in that case, we should use joint models. So let me show you the R implementation. We load in the nlme package for linear mixed models. And for joint models, we need the package called JMbayes 2. So this package uses a Bayesian approach for the joint modeling. Okay, let's set random seed, create a data set. So we have 200 subjects, 6 time points, ID, time, the group. And then we create random effects. And then we create fixed effects. And then now we get the true value of the repeat measures in a long format of a longitudinal data set in R. Now we create some monotone, not missing at random missingness. So first we can calculate the dropout hazard at each time. And then we create the monotone missingness. This is using 3 parameters, alpha 0, alpha 1, alpha 2. So alpha 0 is the baseline log odds of dropout. Alpha 1 is the baseline increase the dropout risk. And alpha 2 is higher Y true decreases dropout, not missing at random. Okay. So all right, for each subject, simulate monotone dropout. So we need to create a factor called R. And then for each of them, we create the missing data indicators for R, and then we update the R variable in the longitudinal data set, and then we kind of mask the dependent variable Y with the missingness, the NA, when R equal to 1. Okay, so now we have created a longitudinal data set with dropout missingness, which is potentially not missing at random. Now we need to create a dropout data set. So use the library dplyr. From the longitudinal data set, we summarize the data, and then this is the dropout data set. Okay. And now we start fit longitudinal model. So the joint modeling start with a longitudinal model. This is just a standard syntax for fitting a linear mixed model. You can see we random equal to tiered time given ID. So we're fitting a random intercept, random slope model over time. Okay. The second one is we want a survival model. So we use a Cox model, and it's survival time and regress on the group. Okay. All right. And then now we let's reload the package again. Now the syntax for the joint model is the JM. Now you got survival object equal to survival fit. You put the survival model there. The mixed objects, you put the linear mix model there. And the time variable is time, and that's it. So since it's using MCMC, it's going to take a little bit of time before it converges, hopefully, yeah. So if you ask why this is shared parameter, how the parameters are shared. So if you look at the LME long is have tiered the time given ID and extends survival model. So a range of survival model is HIT, the hazard function equal to H0T times exponential of Y1 times group I. And then the extended in the JM function, we fit another survival model using this based on the previous hazard, the hazard regression model, but we add alpha 1 plus a BOI and plus alpha 2 plus a B1I. So this is why the shared parameters actually share the random effects. So we estimate the random effects in the we use the random effects in the longitudinal data process, put them into the survival model. And this is how the parameters are shared. Okay. And for example, if for alpha 1 greater than 0, then the higher the baseline risk B0 I is, the higher hazard dropout. So that's a case of a missing not at random. Okay. And again, it does not work for monotone missingness. Okay. Now it's completed model fitting. Let's take a look at the output. You can see this is the output, give you the call, and then it tells you the number of groups and the number of events. That's the dropout cases. There are 24, about 12 of them. So it's not really large number, high percentage. And the number of observation used in the model, the joint modeling is 1150. Remember, we have 200 subjects and 6 data points, so it's a total 200 times 6 is 1200 data points. We used 1150, so that's like 95% data points were utilized, which is a good sign. And then we have some marginal conditional DIC, WAIC, and LPML. Those are the kind of information criteria for model fit, but they don't really mean much by looking at a single model. If you do model comparison, they become useful. Okay. And you can see the if you look at the random effects estimate, they're actually pretty close to the one we used when we created the simulated data set. And it also shows a very weak negative correlation between intercept and slope. And for the survival outcome, this is important. So you can see we have the group and you have the value of y with the missing data. You got the mean, that's the beta, the effect. For the group, you get the 0.35, which is actually yeah, I think yeah, it's intercept. So the beta 0 equal to 10, so that's a perfect recovery. The time is negative 0.51. Beta 1 is 0, negative 5, so perfect recovery. For the group is 0.94 plus or minus 0.16. Beta 2 is 1.0, very, very close. And then for the sigma, it's 0.97 plus 0.03. So that's 1, like the perfect recovery. So the fixed effects, they're really, really good. Okay. And then for the random effects, you can see 0.96 close to the true value 1.0. and the time is 0.52, close to the true 0.1. And we want to really look into the survival model, which is the dropout process. So here for the group, you get a 0.35 plus minus 0.62. So p-value 0.56, so there's no group effect on dropout. But then the value of y, you get negative 0.32 plus 0.12, and the p is 0.13. So this indicates very strong association between that random effects with the value of the with the dependent variable. So this is a strong association. That means the missing data is the missing not a random. So we really should depend on the joint modeling, the longitudinal outcome here. Okay. All right. So this is an example showing you how to use R to fit a shared parameter model for potentially missing not a random data, but monotone dropouts. Hope you liked the video. Thank you very much.